Hi honeybees! Today I'm going to be doing my April favorites, and I have a good deal of makeup and then I have a couple random favorites at the very end as well. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I do have pretty much all my favorites on my face today. So let's start off with foundation. So I've actually been doing like a combination with, this is like a little deluxe size sample, but this is the Estee Edit Skin Glowing Balm Makeup with Pink Peony. And I've almost used this sample up. It's in number 200 Dune, which is what I got the sample in. However, it's slightly yellow for me. But this is a very more sheer, very light coverage with a slight glow to it. Very natural looking. It just gives you a little bit of coverage and gives you that really effortless look to your skin. It's a little too glowy on its own for me, so I've actually been mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This is my perfect match in number 301, which is Classic Ivory. I am more of a neutral tone, so this works really well for me. And I do like this foundation, however, I find it to be a bit heavy. It's more of a moussey, thick texture. It's very full coverage, and it's very matte. So if you want that like porcelain, like mannequin skin from the drugstore and you want full coverage and you are a normal to oily skin type, then I would go ahead and grab this. I think it's really awesome for drugstore. It says 24-hour foundation. I haven't tested it for that long, but I usually wear my foundation for 10 to 12 hours a day, sometimes longer depending on what I'm doing. I did find that this lasts well for me. This in combination with each other though, I feel like is my perfect foundation look. I have it on today. It gives a slight bit of a natural glow to the skin with also a long wear staying power and a little bit more coverage when I combine these. So I like them together more than I like them separate really. I wouldn't say that they're my favorite on their own, but together they are. It just depends on what you're looking for, honestly, when it comes to these two foundations. So another thing I want to say about the L'Oreal foundation, I do feel that if you are a dry skin type or even a combination, I would not go for this foundation. It does tend to cling to any imperfection on the skin. I noticed I had some dryness around my nose recently, and thankfully I've been correcting that with masking. And I'll probably do just like a whole mask video in the near future or talk about it on my vlogs, because I can't really say I have a favorite mask because I use so many. But when I was dry around my nose area, I noticed this foundation not looking the greatest in that area. So if you're dry, don't go for this one. This one you might like if you like a light coverage, but yeah, loving that combination. Moving on to some more glowy products. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm obsessed with highlights. I like to really glow in the right places. I don't like to be shiny, let's get that right, but I like to be glowing on my cheekbones and in the areas that make you look youthful and just like a glowing goddess. Now this product right here is a liquid highlighter. It's from NARS. This is a deluxe size sample, so it comes in a much larger tube normally, but this is the Illuminator in Copacabana. I will swatch this for you. I'll do an up-close swatch as well. You need the smallest little teeny bit, and I'm talking small, for both your cheekbones. And I actually put this on after foundation before I set with a powder, and it has the most beautiful, like natural glow, but it's still popping. You see what I'm talking about? And it is more of like an icy pink coloring. They do have a lot of different colors in this Illuminator line though from NARS, but this fits my skin tone so well. And I don't just use this on its own. I do like to layer powder highlights on top of this, but I'm a kind of person that, like I said, I like a lot of glow. So layering my highlights really makes them last all day for me and give me just a really great glow. If I'm going for more of a natural look, however, I can just go with this and be happy. So if you just want to kind of glow from within looking, put this either mixed in your foundation or just on top, like lightly dab on your cheekbones, and you will be good to go. Again, if you're a dry skin type, this is gonna be your baby, because powder highlights, you know, they just really cling to those imperfections. This doesn't. It just blends into the skin and it's beautiful. Okay, another highlight that I've really been loving is from 100% Pure. Now this is paraben-free, vegan, what else is it? A gluten-free, cruelty-free and free of 1,000+ toxins. So this is an all-natural product, so if you're all about that, this is your baby. Beautiful, like metallic pink packaging, or metal. It's like a metal packaging, but it's like a light pink. It's very, very pretty. And then the cap comes off like this. And it's a very like soft pink undertone to it. And again, this pairs really, really well with the highlight I just showed you from NARS. Now, when you feel this powder, it feels a little hard to the touch. And it seems like it might be powdery, but when you apply this to the skin, I have this on today, layered with the NARS, it's so beautiful and blends into my skin really, really well. It doesn't have like a harsh effect where it seems powdery or cakey at all. And I'm gonna swatch this for you. A little goes a long way as well. It's right there. See how those would just pair so perfect together? They have that same kind of pinky undertone, and this is just very, very pretty, and a great one if you're going for a really pretty glow but don't want it to be overdone. They do have other shades. If you're darker complected or if you're more like olive skin, you probably don't want to go for a pink unless you want it to be more apparent on the skin. Because I'm more of a neutral tone and very fair, this works perfect for me. So if you're around the same skin tone as me, this is your jam. I mean, I know I pretty much have a new highlight favorite every month, but I'm constantly trying out new ones because I'm obsessed. Okay, next thing, I have not mentioned a favorite blush on my channel for a while. And reason being is I'm always using a different blush pretty much almost every single day. And how I know a blush is my new favorite is if I use it on repeat. If I'm using it every single day for weeks at a time, that means it's a new true love. And that is what this is for me. This is Benefit's California. First of all, the packaging is to die for. It's adorable and so, so cute. Very festival looking, very appropriate for this last month with Coachella. This does have a brush included. I don't use that, not gonna lie. It's not a bad brush, I just have wonderful other brushes to use. Oh, you guys, it smells so good. It has like a sweet kind of perfumey scent, but it's not overpowering in my opinion. You do smell it applying it, but it doesn't last or linger. And it did have a gold overlay. It has like a sun imprint inside. The overlay washes off or it goes away right after the first use. But then you're left with this beautiful, bright, corally pink shade. I do have it on my cheeks today, and this is very, very pigmented. You do need a light hand with this. Believe me, I didn't do that the first time around, and I was really trying to blend it out after that because I went a little overboard. I'm already notorious for going overboard with my blushes anyway, so just warning you ahead of time, it is very pigmented. And I think this blush is just so perfect for the summertime. I think that with a tan even, this is going to be perfect on my skin. So I feel like this is going to be good for a lot of different skin tones. It's a pop of coral and it just really accents your cheekbones and gives a brightness to the skin. And I'm all about peaches and corals on my cheeks all year round, but I know a lot of people are really big into that during the summer especially. So if you've been contemplating this, I would get it. They did send me one, but I purchased one before they sent it to me from HSN, and if they still have that deal, I'll link it down below for you guys. Alright, next thing is an eyeshadow palette. And I have a cream eyeshadow. I should talk about that first. Cream eyeshadow first, because that's what I've used as my base today. So these are the Milk Makeup Eye Pigments. Now, they blessed me with sending all the shades to me, but a while back, I picked up Peep Show on Sephora's website. When Milk Makeup first started landing at Sephora, I picked this up. You can probably tell just from how the tube is kind of sunken in. I've used this one the most, and when they sent me the pigments, it made me remember how much I loved these, and I've just been playing with them all month. So the two shades that I've been using the most are Peep Show, which I do have as my base today, and it's a beautiful combination with, all of these are really a good combination with this Tarte palette that I'm going to talk about next. What I love about these is that it's easy to get the perfect amount because it's in a squeezy tube, so you don't need very much. These are very, very pigmented. And great saturated color, blends so easily. I'm gonna have to do close-up swatches for you. This one's more of like a taupey, silvery with more of like a purpley undertone. So pretty. And then this is another one I've been using quite a bit this month since they sent me the shades. And this is called After Party. You're not going to be shocked at all. It's a coppery kind of rose gold shade. And this one I've been using more as one that I will use. I did a little bit thicker of a swatch so you guys can see. I've been using this more on its own, but I have used it as just a base as well. These are just so wonderful, and they set and stay. So you don't have to worry about them creasing, cracking, flaking off of your eye. Amazing. So thank you so much to Milk Makeup for making an awesome product. I'm gonna swatch Peep Show a little bit thicker so you guys can see it a little better. There's Peep Show, and there is After Party. Next is from Tarte. This is the Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette. First of all, the packaging I'm obsessed with. I love this color combination. I think it's so beautiful. I've been photographing this palette so much on my Instagram. If you don't follow me already, it's Honeybee Philosophy, no space, on Instagram. I always have all my social media linked down below, but I just think this is so beautiful. Wait till I open it. You guys have probably seen this a million bajillion times by now, but it's so magical. Not only are the shades so fun, you guys, it smells good. It smells very sweet, almost like a chocolatey scent. I don't know if anyone's mentioned that really on YouTube, but it smells so good. So then in the middle, you do have a highlight. The highlight is what I have in my inner tear duct today. It is not my favorite highlight for the cheekbones. It does kind of have like that unicorn magical property to it where it has a shift, which is why I love it for my inner tear duct area. I think it's so beautiful with eye looks. On my face, it's a little bit chunky and not as magical as I hoped it would be, so it's not something I like to use on my cheeks. But that's probably the only thing that I'm not like wowed by in this palette. This is more of a shimmery, fun palette. There's not very many mattes, there's only one, and it's called Myth, and it's right here, and it is more of a cool toned, and I have that in my crease today. And then I have Trance, this one up top here. I'm gonna swatch and do up close pictures for you guys so you can see them and how magical they are swatched. But that's what I have all over my lid today. There are about 3 to 4 shades here that are chunkier, and Trance is one of them, where you want to use your fingertip. You don't want to use a brush, or you want to use a wet brush, because that really packs on the pigment and makes it shine like crazy. There are a few other shades that are more just like shimmery, fun satin shades that you can use a brush and they come off beautifully. And like I said, there's one matte. So pretty much have been obsessed with this. I'm really surprised at myself actually, because there are a little bit more of a color combination here that I don't usually gravitate towards. Usually I would just do a neutral. But I have been trying out these colors and I think they're very wearable, surprisingly. So great job, Tarte. Hit it out of the ballpark once again. I even kept the box because I can't part with how cute it is. Speaking of Tarte, I'm gonna start off with their lipsticks. I have a lot of lip products to share with you, but I'm gonna start off with these. Now these are the new Rainforest of the Sea lipsticks. I have a bunch. I'm actually doing a lip swatch video for you guys after this in a full review, but kind of spoiler alert, I am obsessed with these. Have one on right now in Beach Babe, and I went with this one today because of how much I had going on with my eyes, but I also really like Salt Life, and I did purchase that one on my own. The other shades I own, I was so graciously sent 10 shades from the line. There are 24 total. And look at how beautiful the marble blue packaging is. It's kind of like an acrylic, and it's so beautiful displayed in your makeup collection. And just like pulling this out of my purse, I feel all luxurious. This one's Salt Life. And Salt Life is more of a mauve-y, cool tones color. I think it goes so well with a lot of different skin tones. This next one is Beach Babe. Like I said, I do have it on my lips today. And this one is so pretty. It's more of like a pinky, yeah, like a pinky nude. It's so pretty. It still gives you color to your lips, but it gives you that pouty nude lip without it being super washing you out. The formulation of these lipsticks, first of all, pigment is insane. They go on so soft. They feel kind of like moussey and velvety, and they last really well on my lips. Like they almost stain my lips to the point where I've been so surprised that I haven't had to reapply after like eating or drinking. I'll like, you know, put down the visor in the car and be like, oh wait, I don't need to reapply if I don't want. I still do 9 times out of 10 because I like that refreshed lip look. Do you know what I mean? But I absolutely love the feeling of them too. It's more of like a satin matte. So if you haven't tried these out yet, these are my new jams. I love them. Also, speaking of matte kind of lips, I've been loving the new Makeup Forever liquid lipsticks. I have 3 shades and I want to swatch all 3 for you, but really my favorite and standout one has been this shade here in number 203. It's more of like a purpley cool toned pink and it is stunning. I absolutely love it. But then I do have 2 really beautiful nudes. I usually actually combine these. This one's a little too fair for me in 101, but 103 has more of like a peachy tone to it. They're a beautiful formula. They're a little bit thinner, but still kind of moussey. They glide on effortlessly and they wear so well. I don't get dryness, I don't get crackling or flaking off my lips. I don't get like the cat butthole look. I don't get any of that. These are wonderful, and I mean, Makeup Forever is an awesome brand. I usually love their products. I mean, there might be a few outliers that I'm not too crazy about, but these are a definite thumbs up. And then, if you're wondering what lip liner I'm using today, this is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in 110 Purely Nude. I have 2 shades of these lip liners and I love them. I've been using them all month since I purchased them at Ulta. They are a retractable lip liner and they're super pigmented. They go on very smoothly and they last really, really well. So that's what I have on today with this lipstick. And my last lip favorite is from Buxom, and this is part of their new White Russian line. This is the shade White Russian, and it's the Plump Line Lip Liner. Now this is called a lip liner, but it's a very chunky lip liner, so I really use this as a lip pencil. I'll line and fill in my lips completely with this. There's a little brush on one end. I sometimes will use it, but very rarely. And then I love putting the White Russian lip gloss right on top of it, or I'll just wear this on its own. It's beautiful. I've worn this in a few videos already, and you guys have asked like, what's on your lips? And this usually has been in, if I've had like a very paler pinky nude, it was this bad boy. It's so beautiful. All right. I've got a food favorite for you guys, which I don't always do. Sometimes I share food empties on my empties videos, but this month I had to mention these. Triscuits rosemary and olive oil flavor. Now you have to like an Italian kind of flavor, and you have to like rosemary. You really do, because it's very, very rosemary tasting. And I love that though. It kind of reminds me of having like, you know when you go to an Italian restaurant and they put like the oil and like, so I put rosemary or something in the oil and you dip your bread in that. This is like an alternative to that. Obviously not as amazing as having some fresh French bread, but this is like a good substitute for me. Also, these have 100% whole grain wheat. They're baked. It's not a chip or something that's greasy and not good for me. I eat these a lot of the times with Laughing Cow cheese for like a light snack, or sometimes a really light lunch with some fruit or maybe some like carrots and ranch or something on the side. I love these. Great, great flavor. I'm sure they have a bunch of different flavors, but the rosemary and olive oil, and I'm already out of these actually. This is empty. I need to get some more. They're awesome. So next I want to mention the necklace I'm wearing. And you probably can't see it from this far away, but I'm going to zoom in and show you. It is a rose gold, almost like a choker, but it hangs a little bit lower, just hits at the right place on the neck. And it has a little lip mark here dangling from it. Beautiful chain that sparkles and reflects on the light. This is from 1712. It came in this box, and it's actually Mallory 1712's new jewelry line. I absolutely love her and definitely wanted to support her and her new venture, her new beautiful jewelry line. She has other pieces too. There's not just lips, there's a bunch of different ones. But this spoke to me because it's makeup related in a way. I love lip marks on anything, and I love rose gold, and I love this kind of length of a necklace. I'm not big on long dangling necklaces as much. I wear them, don't get me wrong, but this is a piece that I would wear a lot. So I'm really happy to have this now in my jewelry collection. And if you guys want to check it out, anything that I mentioned on my favorites will be linked down below. Alright, I also want to mention Beauty and the Beast. How could I not mention that? I don't think I mentioned it last month. I might have. But if I did already, it's still my favorite this month. Beauty and the Beast, the live action movie, was amazing. Loved it so much, and I've carried that into this month because I went to Beauty and the Beast Ballet from Ballet Etudes here in Arizona. Now, Ballet Etudes is who I go to see for the Nutcracker Ballet every year. So when I saw they were doing Beauty and the Beast, I was so pumped. And I went with my good friend Higley, and we had so much fun. It was pretty much my first outing other than going like to small little things with Mama Bee. This was my first like full-blown, I'm going out on my own with my friend, and I have to walk, you know, further distance to get there. Those of you who are new to my channel, I had a pretty severe accident, have plates in my ankle, so I'm learning how to walk right now. And it's definitely progressing. I'm doing really well. PT 2 to 3 times a week is definitely assisting in that. It's still going to be quite a long journey, but thank you guys so much for all your prayers and good thoughts and constantly sending me comments asking how I'm doing. I really appreciate that. But back to the ballet, it was beautiful. The costumes were incredible, and I just love ballet. So mixing Disney, which is one big favorite of mine, and Beauty and the Beast, with ballet, match made in heaven. I was so happy for that. Another favorite this month was Netflix. I've been watching a ton of Netflix since I've been home recovering. So I finally caught up on the season 2 of Fuller House. And I was a huge Full House fan when I was younger. Man, I think it was on like Friday nights, and that was back in the day when you didn't have a DVR, so you had to get home and watch it. And if you missed it, you missed it kind of thing. Or you could try to record it on your VHS. That's right, you heard me correctly. Oh God, I'm getting old. But I really do enjoy Fuller House. It's a very light, you know, comedy. They're 30-minute episodes. There's only 13 episodes in season 2. It is a little cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but it's really cute and I do enjoy it. It's something you can watch with your family and, you know, not have to censor anything. So it's a really fun show if you haven't seen it. And then I watched 13 Reasons Why. I went into this a little bit on my last vlog that it really affected me. And honestly, even saying the show's name right now affects me. And I don't mind that though. I think it's really good that it's affected me and made me think about things. Any of you, I said this on my vlog, but I will say it again. If any of you are in that place where you're feeling like you are alone, you have no one to go to, I am here for you always. This is a family here on my channel. Like, we are here for you. And I say we, like me and Mama Bee, this whole community, we are here for you. And you can email me. I'll give you my phone number even. I will be there for you if you need me. So just saying. I'm gonna go off on a tangent and if I don't stop myself here, but I just wanna say I really enjoyed that show, and I'm kind of happy that it's around for people to be educated on that and just be more aware. Not just self-aware, but aware of people around you and who might need you. And I also have been still watching the originals, totally opposite show. I'm on season 3. I'm about midway through season 3. I know season 4 is on TV right now, and I'm super bummed I haven't been recording it because now I'm going to be really behind. It's not on Netflix, season 4, but I'm loving it still. I love Klaus, you guys. Klaus. He has my heart, like... I will be so all over that. I'm not even kidding. And that's stupid because he's a crazy, like, hot-headed vampire, but I just love him so much. I think it's because he's like that bad boy but with a sweet heart. Like, he has a good heart. It doesn't always come out, but anytime he's bad, it's because A, he's trying to get back at someone for doing him wrong, or B, he's trying to protect his family. So I'm not always mad at him for his actions, but sometimes he does go a little overboard. But I'm really still enjoying the show. And if you guys have any suggestions for me, please feel free to let me know down below. Or if you watch 13 Reasons Why, or if you watch the originals or anything that I mentioned and, you know, have something to say about it, please say it down below. But don't spoiler alert me on the originals for season 4. I'm watching Rain as well still. I love it. Still really love Rain. And I finished Bates Motel. Bates Motel is no longer around. It ended this past week. So I'm really sad about that, but I'm kind of happy that they made sure to just keep it like a certain time. They always knew that they were only going to do 4 seasons no matter how popular it got, because because they had a specific timeline they wanted to go with, the creators of Bates Motel, and I think they did an amazing job. If you guys saw it and liked it, give this video a thumbs up and tell me down below. But I think that is it for my favorites. This probably went a little bit rambly at the end. I hope you guys still stick around and enjoyed. I love you all so much. Thank you for another great month. I can't believe April's over already. I feel like my year is going by so quickly due to my recovery, or maybe it's just because this year is going by fast. But if you are new, please do stick around and subscribe. Hit that notification icon so you can be notified of any new videos. And I will see you guys again in a few more days. Bye.